All right, folks, it's Tuesday, May 14th. It's about 12:20 p.m. What am I doing home? I'll explain that to you. What am I doing here in the middle of a field just jibber-jabbering on a phone? I decided something this year. I think everybody knows I'm more than free with my information of what I could have done better, what I should have done differently, where the mess up was. It's all about a learning ordeal, and that's going to be my excuse. Well, I'm gonna up it up a notch here this year, and I am going to purposefully do things out of stupidity just to show you what not to do. Your first lesson this year is don't take any chances in wet ground. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. All right, a lot of you are probably maybe saying, who knows, Ben, why the heck did you pick that spot? Well, there is no damn good spots. This isn't bad over here, but I about got in some big trouble with the first load. I'm only on my second load, and I'll explain this manure that I'm doing here. I almost got in big trouble right here. Yeah, I should have went here. This is better. That looked good to me. I don't know what the heck was going on, but my four-wheel drive was not in due to me. I didn't have it engaged. And there we go. Now the ground is saturated. You can tell that yourself. Now here comes all my excuses. This is an extremely heavy load of manure. This comes out of the cow lot. Now I'm speaking our farm lingo right now. You got to keep up here. The cow lot is right out of the barn. We did a lot of feeding there before we started the main area of the cow yard. Remember, this is our lingo. Well, there's about 20 loads. I figure a good 20 loads that can be scraped out of there. That's 20 loads of good manure. Plus, it needs to be cleaned up. The reason I'm not working in the cow yard is because it's still real wet. Weather's absolutely beautiful here. Things are drying down like there is no tomorrow. It is just beautiful. But we're still wet. Folks, this is one of the areas here where the big operator with the big horsepower got absolutely just buried. This got filled in the other day, and I'm gonna have to work it up just a little bit more. There's one hell of a dip here. So my excuse is, yeah, it's extremely heavy. That's not doing me any favors right there. I stopped before I got myself in even bigger trouble. I am at a standstill. I wasn't about to try and wiggle my way out. I'm just gonna make it worse. I'm gambling that, Dad's on his way out with the 6420. I'm gambling with just a little extra oomph, just a little, on that good ground right there, that she's gonna climb right out. Well, time is of the essence here. Here's the deal. It's almost going on 12:30. We got to load bowls. Yeah, bowl test is today. I did come home, folks. I'll explain it to you. I got to load bowls here at 1 o'clock. I got to be over for the bowl test at 1:30. It'll be okay. I'll make it. Boy, I sure hate looking at the clock. I hate it. But, all right, we're in last year's cornfield. Corn for silage, pretty obvious to see. This is going to be this year's sorghum field. There's a lot of things that just aren't ready just yet to do. It needs a little more dry down time, and we have that on our side here the next multiple days in a row. So I thought I'd get ahead, scrape up some of the cow lot, and get rid of it. But well, I didn't choose wisely. So this is your first lesson this year in what not to do. I did that deliberately on purpose so that any of you watching can get a further education of what not to do. That's what this channel is going to start being here. That area is real bad right there. This is bad. That doesn't look too bad right there. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. The answer is everything's still too wet out here. This field has always been a bugger. It takes a lot of time for it to dry out. So, all right, what am I doing home? Well, okay, I did leave Sunday. I was in Chicago for Monday morning. There was an issue down there, just an issue. Once that got taken care of, instead of going to Southwest Michigan, I shot home. We got a little thing going on here. This is probably a little too personal, and I am not going to give updates on this because it's just a personal ordeal. Not a bad, well, it is a bad deal. As you know, I work off the farm as well. I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone for now. While I'm gone, I'm extremely lucky that my dad, who was, owner-operator, who was generation number 4, owner-operator of the farm for over 40 years. He tends to the farm the few days a week that I'm gone. Very lucky. That's it. There's nothing else more to say. Very lucky. Dad's got a little ailment. In fact, there's nothing little about it. It started 2.5 months ago. It has to do with a bone on a nerve. It's not a muscle on a nerve. That's something that I deal with. It's a bone on a nerve. I'm not going to get into it, but it's become hellish. The things that are supposed to work are not working. So there's going to be a little bit of changes here. Yeah, long story short, it's finally been decided that enough is enough. No more this, no more that. It's time for the knife, for the very lack of better words. So around the 3rd week of June, it's been discussed on a consultation yesterday that the 3rd week of June is scheduled for a surgery, which is going to have him down for a quite a spell. And I've got some magic that I need to work here as far as some decisions to make and how to manage things. And basically, I'm going to be home for a time to come. Right now, I'm just home this week early, extra early, just because I feel I needed to. Not to mention the bull test is today. And today is the day where you can definitely get hurt. Having an extra set of hands that the bulls are familiar with, especially, and helping out, if not 2 extra set of hands, is worth everything. So I am home, doing what I can. Some decisions are being made. We're going to go from there. This is about a 20-minute conversation, but I'm going to stop there. I believe you get the gist of everything. And yeah, decided to come to a standstill with the tractor today. So anyway, I got home yesterday late afternoon, early evening. The first thing I did on my way home from Chicago is I called the feed mill to have them put a buggy together for me, because things are so nice and somewhat dried out. There's some hay ground I got to hit yet, and I was fortunate enough to do so last night, including that new ground up on that ridge, which is starting to look absolutely beautiful already with that shot of fertilizer, which that land has gone without fertilizer for quite a while, quite a long time. With a shot of fertilizer, I see excellent things coming from that Ridge Hill new property. I don't know if you caught that video or not. Really like what I see. Over here is the grassy alfalfa field now. I was able to get about, I'm going to say 80% of it. I do got 3 little, we're going to call them bugaboos, I have to fix when it gets a little drier. You know, it's time to go. I don't care what you say. Well, you got to wait. No. No, it's May 14th. It's time to go. It's time to try. And that's it. So I went in the alfalfa field, grassy alfalfa that's kind of got some low-lying areas. I went just a little too far. Everything's fine. I probably got 80% plus of that field fertilized with 20-10-20. And I've got 3 little areas that I need to fix when it gets a little drier. I'm going to fix them by way of culti-mulcher. The culti-mulcher has got some settings on it where the tines barely go into the ground, and it's basically the weight of the rollers, which are extremely heavy, to flatten those ruts out. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say here, but you want to sit and wait for a few more days, you go ahead. I gotta abide by my time. And if I screw up a little bit is okay. This is uncalled for. I can't afford this. It just messes everything up. But we all go through it. If you don't, then you got an award for perfection. So that's it, folks. A little agitated here. Thought I'd stop and give you a video of what not to do. Just checking in, saying hello. I am home. Bull test is in a little bit here. What else is on the horizon? Spreading manure, cleaning up the lots, and you are soon to see some chisel plowing this week. That field over by the pines, that's our lingo again, that's completely caked with manure, that is ready for a chisel plowing. It's a good one of those good draining fields. It's ready, and that obviously the mine was changed. That's going into corn, so I'm going to start tackling that at night. Manure during the day, and chisel plowing at night. So yeah, other than that, got the corn seed delivered. That's all stacked up in the garage. Some of you go through hundreds and hundreds of bags. Me, I go through 17 bags. But nonetheless, we're going to take a look at it, and I'm going to show you what it is, what I got, why, and we'll go from there. All right, Dad ought to be out here in a little bit. I know you guys probably want to see a video of this thing being pulled out, and that's probably the stuff that I should be showing on YouTube. I'm very sorry, but right now I don't have time for that. As inconsiderate as that sounded. So hope everybody's well. Stay tuned. We're going to have some good stuff coming up. Talk to you sooner and later.